The Magic Mile is assigned for the New Hampshire 125 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway here in Loudon. I'm Rick Young alongside Phil Parsons. A beautiful day for racing. A little overcast, the temperature 64 degrees. We had qualifying earlier today, and Ray Dunlap is standing by with our pole sitter, Brett Moffitt. Let's go to him now.
Well, Joe Gibbs Racing race cars on the front row today, and a big win earlier this year for Brett Moffitt, but that was at Martinsville. Different track today, Brett. How hard are you going to push it early in this race?
We only get to take right side tires here, so we really got to save on our left side. So we wouldn't be looking for a big lead early in the race. Hopefully we can just keep it up front.
All right, good luck to you. That is Brett Moffitt, car number 20, rolling off from the pole.
And Phil, an impressive performance for Brett Moffitt on this mile racetrack.
Brett was able to set a new track record here. As you can see, the racetrack is very, very flat. 5-degree more banking the higher up you go. 32 cars will start this race. Our pit window somewhere around 80 to 90 laps.
Truex has a 66-point lead over Darrell Wallace Jr., 249 points over Eddie McDonald. Ray?
Well, for Eddie McDonald fans, there hasn't been much to cheer about so far this season. 9th in points with the best finish this year of 4th at Lee, New Hampshire. But when you come to this track, there's a lot of Eddie McDonald fans, and as well there should be. He's won 3 of the last 5 events here at New Hampshire, and last year he also won the ACT Late Model Tour. Watch for Eddie McDonald in car number 71 to be good today, guys.
Thanks, Ray. Take a look at our starting grid as we get ready to go 125 laps around this Magic Mile. Up front, it was JGR. We've got Brett Moffitt on the pole and his teammate Max Gresham making up row 1.
Yeah, see Ryan Truex back in the 5th position. Our point leader coming in here. Corey LaJoie had a great run earlier this year. He starts back in row number 5.
Ty Dillon in row 6, our most recent winner. He won at Gresham a week ago. Jason Patterson, Chad Boat making up row number 8. We've got a couple drivers that are making their first ever start in the NASCAR ranks. Scott Stencil in the 37 and Keith Flack in the 08. So we'll have to keep our eye on those guys and see how they do. Timmy Hill, very limited experience in the NASCAR ranks.
He actually ran one of the West races out at Irwindale and finished in the top 10.
Scott Stencil in row 14. We just saw him, as well as Keith Flack. So those two will start in 14 and 15 as the field is in line. The pace car is off the racetrack. The field now in the hands of Brett Moffitt in the number 20 as he brings them out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. We're underway. Pretty respectful start at the beginning of this one.
So Eddie McDonald jump over to the inside to get underneath the 18 of Max Gresham.
Is there a preferred line around the racetrack? Are we going to see guys on the bottom or up in that groove a little higher up?
You know, we talked a little bit about this racetrack being banked a little bit more the higher you go. So you don't want to be right on the very bottom. It's only banked about 2 degrees. So you see Brett Moffitt is up actually almost a full lane off the bottom of the racetrack right now.
And we saw Kevin Swindell in the number 9 trying to make his way around the outside of the 71 of Eddie McDonald. He makes the pass. He moves up to 3rd.
So Andrew Ranger pull out of line there to make it too wide as they enter turn number 1. Back about 15.
Side-by-side racing back there for 10th. I think we're going to see some side-by-side racing here at Loudon.
We definitely will. As you mentioned, only 2 races left here in the 2010 K&N Pro Series season. There's our most recent winner right there, Ty Dillon in the Waffle House number 3, trying to get under Darrell Wallace Jr., our runner-up right now in the point standings.
Darrell Wallace, and just behind him, Alan Tardiff in the 38 got a little sideways coming out of turn 4.
Remember, these cars start with a little bit of low air pressure, so sometimes they're a handful. A good side-by-side battle for 5th right now with Ryan Truex and Cole Witt.
Saw Kevin Swindell take a peek to the outside of Max Gresham in the 18. Swindell in the 9 just behind him. They're battling for that 2nd spot.
Swindell's definitely using that outside line, trying to work that groove in. He's hanging right with Max Gresham. Max Gresham now looks to the inside of his teammate.
Gresham tucks back in behind Brett Moffitt as they make their way into turn number 1. Now to the outside once again. Here comes Kevin Swindell in the 9.
Boy, it looks like Gresham just pulled over to the inside to give that outside lane to Kevin Swindell. See what Kevin can do with it. Now Max has pulled up beside his teammate Moffitt.
Battle for the lead. Max Gresham on the inside. Moffitt on the outside. Is he going to clear him?
He is able to clear him.
Through 3 and 4, Gresham takes the lead away from Brett Moffitt.
That was a little bit of teammate. I'm going to give you a little bit of a break here.
Gave him a little room early on in this one. So Swindell holding on to 2nd. He looks to the outside now of Brett Moffitt for that 2nd spot.
Brett may have been holding up his teammate Max Gresham because Kevin Swindell has pulled to his outside now, and I believe he's going to be able to pull this pass off.
Swindell makes the move by the 20 of Brett Moffitt, takes second away. So it's Max Gresham, Kevin Swindell, Brett Moffitt, Eddie McDonald, and the battle for fifth continues between Ryan Truex and Cole Witt.
Looks like Ryan has it for a moment. Not quite able to clear Cole Witt, though. Cole hangs in there on the outside.
Ryan Truex on the bottom of the racetrack. Cole Witt on the outside at number 84. Way higher on the racetrack that time by. And so Ryan Truex takes fifth.
Ryan Gifford right now follows Cole Witt. That's the 7th place car.
5th, 6th, and 7th. No bias.
Ryan was the fastest car in practice. Had a good qualifying effort, though, qualified in the 7th position.
By trying to lock up this championship, again with just this race and Dover remaining in the season, as we see a battle for the lead now. Here comes the 9 of Kevin Swindell trying to take the position away from Max Gresham.
He made that pass work on Brett Moffitt. He looked like he was going to try it again on Max Gresham, but Max was too good through the center of the corner.
Seeing Swindell try the higher line around this racetrack, going up about 3 grooves. Gresham staying right in that 2nd groove.
Good battle so far. Those cars look to be pretty evenly matched. Swindell jumps to the outside once again. He has his nose up beside Gresham, but Gresham is able to get on the throttle in the center of the corner and squirt out ahead of him.
Looks like Swindell almost is diamonding this racetrack, taking it up a little bit higher in the center of the corner and then trying to bring it back down.
I think if he could get through the center a little bit better, then I think he would stay up there and try to complete the pass.
He seems to be pretty competitive. What's going on with Swindell, Ray?
Yeah, great battle between the front 2 cars. Of course, Kevin Swindell tried the outside for a couple of laps. No question about it. You could say that New Hampshire is one of his best tracks. He finished 3rd, 10th, and a career best 2nd here at this track. So we know that New Hampshire and Kevin Swindell go together.
Pretty impressive. Right now, he is giving Max Gresham all he can handle. Up front, Gresham holding the top spot. Swindell looks to the outside once again. Gresham holding his line. Was able to hold on to the lead.
A little bit loose off the corner for Gresham that time. Swindell can get in the corner extremely well. He gets his nose up beside Gresham, but Max is able to get in that throttle in the center of the corner and drive away like he is right now.
Great battle early on here in Loudon, New Hampshire. Stay with us here on Speed. And welcome back. During the break, Jorge Artiega got into the wall in turn number 2, brought out our first caution. So we're ready for our restart. Gresham and Swindell will make up row number 1. Ryan Truex has taken over 3rd. Coming out of turn number 4, they'll show him the green flag, and we're back to racing.
Cars are scattering before they get to the line there. Somebody must have been slow on the takeoff.
Max Gresham chose the outside line. Swindell has the inside line. It looks like it might work for him as he goes through 1 and 2.
I think that was a good call by Gresham to do that. It didn't work out for him because he knew how good Swindell was on the outside. Hey, put him down to the inside. See if he can run there. But he took the lead.
He showed he could. Right there, a little contact between Eddie McDonald and Ryan Gifford. Those two sorted out as we have the battle for the lead once again. Here comes Gresham looking to the inside.
Gets his nose up beside Swindell going down in turn number 1.
Swindell running better on the high line. Gresham running a little bit better down low. He keeps the nose of that race car right at the door of Kevin Swindell. And down the backstretch they go. A drag race, side by side, door to door.
Good run off the corner for Max Gresham. See what he can do when he gets down to turn number 3. Ryan Truex said, go ahead and slide up out of my way if you want to.
He's taking that inside line. A little contact there. Max Gresham and Kevin Swindell. Swindell holds on to the lead as they cross the stripe. Here comes Ryan Truex.
Ryan Truex had the momentum there. He may have just eased off a little bit. He doesn't want to take any chances early. We talk about him with a point lead coming into this race with 2 to go. Only 66 points out in front of Darrell Wallace Jr.